Cops say woman hired hitman to kill wife of man she met on Match.com. Oh, it's a love story, kids. Warms my heart. Don't ever let something like a happy marriage get in the way of claiming your soulmate. A Tennessee woman accused in a murder for hire plot to kill the wife of a man she met on a dating site is scheduled to appear in federal court this week. Hey, some fairy godmothers give you a stagecoach and a pair of glass slippers. Some fairy godmothers do a little bit of wet work. All roads lead to Rome. According to a criminal complaint dated May 11th, Melody Sasser transferred $9,750 in Bitcoin to a site she found on the dark web called Online Killers Market. That's way too obvious to be true. In exchange for having someone kill Jennifer Wallace, the wife of David Wallace. I'll say it one more time for the people in the back. There's no such thing as hitmen. Nope. Either they're a bunch of dorks in their mom's basement that get off on hearing these stories before they call the police, or they're a bunch of scam artists that's going to take your money, laugh at you, and then call the police, or they're just a flat-out police. Sasser had met David on Match.com. I didn't even know that site still ran. They both lived in Knoxville at the time and took a number of hiking trips together in 2020. Social media posts depict them taking multiple excursions throughout the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Hear me out though, because going on a hiking trip in the mountains, in the woods, in the wilderness, you only bring somebody along with you that you trust implicitly. It's almost like a bonding experience. So I can see where she might have got her signals crossed. It doesn't mean she's not off her rocker, but it does paint a slightly broader picture. Authorities say when David revealed his plans to marry Jennifer and move out of state, Sasser hatched the plan to have Jennifer killed. She has to go. A complaint says Sasser showed up at David and Jennifer's new home in Alabama in fall 2022 and said, "I hope both of you fall off of a cliff and die." Something's definitely muddying the waters here. How many of you think he slept with this woman a few times under the stars? Out there on those excursions and got her tits all in a tizzy. It was also during this time that Jennifer began receiving threatening phone calls from someone who was using an electronic device to disguise their voice. You can't tell me he didn't sleep with this woman at least once for her to be going to such extreme lengths. The phone numbers couldn't be traced. David reported around this time that Jennifer's vehicle appeared to have been keyed on both sides, which sounds about room temperature. Using the screen name Cattree Online, Sasser allegedly posted the following on January 11th. It needs to seem random or an accident or plant drugs. Do not want a long investigation. Aside from people completely incriminating themselves online, here's what also throws me about each and every one of these stories. How do you have to explain to the hitman, the expert, how to do his job? What, he doesn't know? You don't want to get caught. You don't want it to come back to you. That should be self-explanatory. In her alleged murder for hire post, Sasser also provided information about Jennifer's address, workplace location, and the make and model of her car. Sheesh. Police say she also posted location information about Jennifer from the fitness tracking app Strava back in March. Oh, that sounds like a lawsuit. Telling the would-be killers yesterday she worked from home and went for a 2-mile walk by herself. Authorities say Sasser's patience was wearing thin by late March because she was frustrated to learn that Jennifer was still alive. As Cattree, she allegedly sent a message to the admin of Online Killers Market, which she should have steered clear of because it's just way too on the nose anyway, saying, "I have waited for 2 months and 11 days and the job is not completed. What is the delay? When will it be done?" Sweetheart, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but your so-called hitman is sitting in front of a stack of ham and cheese Hot Pockets playing in an intense tournament of Magic the Gathering. According to the Washington Post, Homeland Security got involved in the case in April when they were tipped off by a member of law enforcement that there was a murder for hire plot against Jennifer. And we should be thankful that it was a fake website, as funny as it was. But this is how you know it was bogus. They took her money, they strung her along, and when she began to get annoying to them, then they called the cops on her. Sasser has been in custody since May 18th when she was arrested on probable cause that she tried to hire a hitman to commit murder A hearing in federal court in Knoxville is set for Thursday, June 8th.